Alright, it's that time once again for another Ashran Trash Can, August the 25th, 2025. Looks like we got a bunch of maniacs up in the house. I'm on my mage. Looks like Blizzard's unfair matchmaking is in full effect. We got 3 healers and the Lions have 8. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. We got 2 tanks. They have 2 tanks as well. Both teams have druid tanks. Interesting. So that means there's going to be a lot of backdoor attempts, right? You got to have somebody watching your boss because Blizzard does not put the bosses inside of the boss raid frame, you know. In AV, you'll see on the right side of the screen with LVUI and possibly with their UI as well, you'll see the bosses off and then you can see how much health they got to see if they're under attack. There's no way to do that currently in Ashran at all. So in Midnight, we're going to be in trouble there, right? Because you can't use half of the API to see anything. You're not going to be able to tell when the boss is under attack or anything. They definitely got to do some stuff to Epic Battlegrounds for sure. Their war against add-ons is going to hurt PvP big time. Pretty much, you know, all the little spy add-ons and Wise PvP, the live combat log part of those is going to be dead in the water, right? You can't see when someone goes stealth that's near you or anything anymore. Very sus, right? We are fighting them here at the Ring of Conquest. There was no AA up that I saw, right? Behind, we're trying to take out the ones that did make it here. That ice wall. That ice wall, though, right? Gonna go back to Crossroads and see what we can get done. Mages are probably history at this point, just judging by the score, right? 131 to 143. That's another thing that they do not have a way to check with the API. There is no little icon on the map to say when the mage is still alive or anything. They have something like that for Narduk, I guess you could say, because you can see the little question mark on the map. That way you know if your turn-in NPC is history. They need to start doing more things like that and setting up these battlegrounds for the future of World of Warcraft if they're going to keep continuing down the add-on war path, right? I don't get it. This is unrated PvP. There's no reason for you to lock down a player's name that you're attacking. That's ridiculous, right? We're fighting for the Crossroads right now. See if we can take out this healer, Druid Rose. We do have a couple other healers in the graveyard, so maybe we can do something here. We'll have a little bit more damage than their team just because we have less healers. But will we be able to apply the proper pressure to push forward from here? Sometimes, man, you just have to stay at the crossroads and fight. We got one of their healers down. That's good. Get them monk healers down for sure. If they get their tree up, 3 monk healers might be able to keep that puppy alive. Rogue's off to the side. Easy kill, right? Oh, vanished. Got broken out. Finish him. He shouldn't be able to get away now. Didn't even use Cloak of Shadows or anything there. Got a couple off to the side. Demon Hunter. DK is out front trying to get us gripped in. We do have to worry about 2 death grips as well as the web pools. Now I got knocked up into the air. I could have used slow fall, but you don't really need to. You can hit blink right before you hit the ground on mage as well. And here comes the tree, of course. Like I said, within 3 monks, you know for sure that they wanted to have that tree up. They probably will be able to push us pretty good with that tree. We'll see what happens. We may end up falling back all the way to our mage tower. Got to get out of those swirlies. Hey, at least they have something on the ground to indicate you're about to get screwed there. Got a few procs going off. I guess, like I said, we could still use the ping system and do some raid warnings to say, hey, kill this person or who the main kill target's going to be. So that's good news for sure. There are some other things that I'm still checking out later, but problem is, in the beta, you don't really get to see what's going on in PvP. Why? Because Epic Battlegrounds and random BGs, the queue just never pops. Obviously, that doesn't have that many people on beta, so you're not going to get that many people that are queuing up for those randoms. So, pretty much that answers our question, right? We're always wondering, man, how is PvP so bugged each expansion? It's because we literally get 0 testing done. They'll have like 1 day to play with the blues, and that's just for random BGs. That will not be anything in Epic Battlegrounds at all. And obviously on my channel, I specialize in epic large-scale PvP battles, right? We don't specialize in world PvP. All the add-ons and stuff will work properly in world PvP. It just doesn't work in instance content. And there's no way for us to test right now what does and does not work in instance combat. Because there are some things that we need to work for sure. I kind of like I said, where you can see if the unit is in range of your abilities too. You can see over there on Battleground enemies, whenever you target somebody, if they're in range, the name lights up. It's not as dim, you know. Same thing for our raid frames as well. I don't know. We'll see what they do. They are changing some stuff to do with unit auras as well. Some add-ons are going to be completely dead, like nameplate cooldowns is completely dead right now. Will they add anything back where we can see cooldowns on enemy players? I don't know. It's just too early to tell right now. I'm going to throw up this ice wall. We got to get that tree down, man. They're going to cap our flag. I think, like I said, our mage is already history, though, at least. So that's good news. We won't lose another 30 points. We are barely in the lead. We just can't lose too many more falling back. The tree's going to hit people up, too. I had to ice block that for sure. Maybe blink back by the guards. We're on the tanks. We got one tank down. That's good news. Bear Boy is still left. We got the monk healers obviously keeping the tree alive. We got it down to like 60%, and you see it just keeps bouncing back up. Overflowing Mist is still OP as hell when you got a shit ton of health pool, right? See if we can get down somebody's melee up front. No, not really. That warrior's got some heals coming in on him. It's so close. Finish him, finish him. Oh, man. Yeah, add-ons like that make sounds when somebody gets low in HP. Will that be possible in Midnight? I don't know. And they're going to add in a new event for when a unit dies. I guess you can kind of see who gets the killing blow still. I don't know. Because Killshot obviously used to use the combat log to say, hey, you killed this target, so you get the killing blow, and it plays the sound when it goes off. But I don't know how that's going to work, or if it will work, you know. There are so many different stuff that use the combat log. We will just have to wait and see, I guess, since there's no way to actually test this stuff out. You know, you could do war games if you had enough players. But to do that, it's a minimum of a 10v10 match, so you need 20 players on the beta for sure. I don't know. They need to lower that requirement down, get a little 2v2 inside of an epic battleground, just so we can do some tests and get some proper testing done before this shit hits the fan for real, right? Looks like they're getting the better part of this team fight, though. Now they have the lead, 105 to 98. Trying to get their DK down, not quite. How about the Pally up front? He's got no bubble. That's the time to take out the Paladin for sure. Looks like Demon Hunter used their hunt, and it's going to go down, yep, through the immunity and everything else. Their tank's trying to put a lot of pressure on up here. Hey, I'll take a killing blow. Bear Boy's history too. Got to loot these bodies, though. Loot them up, because they got a shit ton of battle res, right? Yeah, you don't want to see too many of those going off. Well, they got 6 druids and 2 DKs and 1 warlock. So that's their battle res. Oh, Paladin's got battle res too, so that's another one. They have that plus 3 ret Paladins. So yeah, they got a shit ton of battle res. That's another thing Blizzard seems to be very guilty of. They like give every class pretty much everything. 4 classes have battle reses now, when before it used to be just druids. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just poor class design, and that kind of kills class fantasy when everybody has everything. But what do I know? I'm just playing epic battlegrounds, right? Knocked up in the air. The tree, we got him down already, so we're good to go. Now we just got to start securing these HKs. Get their gripper down. They have no DKs up front to pull anybody in, so we should be able to start pulling in targets of our own. Use your web pulls and everything we got. We do have a DK as well. Sometimes it's best to just put the DK on focus and just see what the hell they're gripping, right? There we go. Got to get the locks down next, because the locks are going to be the ones trying to get us shadow rifted just like we rifted them. Oh yeah, look at all those. Get them, man. Trying to drop some slows over there, and Blizzard. Their healer's rushing away. 2 more healers back here as well. See if we can get one of them down. There's one. How about the Evoker too? The Evoker's going to run. They got pretty good mobility for sure. The Priest, not so much mobility, right? That's probably the worst part about Priest, but They can pretty much live forever, though. Hail themselves and all kinds of shields and everything else. Who knows? Then they can fly up in the air and do it all over again, right? We have almost tied up the score, though. 92-90. Secure 2 more HKs to tie it up. They got a boomy off to the left. More people ported here. There you go. You got to get the hunters to throw that binding shot down so they can't run away. Obviously, the priest hit dispersion and ran. Paladin used lay on hands there. Lights out. Did we get the priest too? I couldn't even tell. I think we did get the priest. Yeah, Naya's down. Finish off the warrior here. Couple healers now. The evoker made it all the way back there with the monk healer. More ports going off. Hey, we got the evoker down finally. And the monk healer. That's a full team wipe, right? Pretty much. We're good to go. Had somebody going around to the backside of our base. Trying to see if I can attack him from up here. Maybe over on this side. I'm just going to jump down. Screw it. Their history. I'll take that killing blow. They were trying to get a backdoor attempt. We got a ton of people in our base. They've got all the flags capped, so our boss is outside. Got to make sure you keep that boss on focus, right? The boss has very little HP and goes down hella fast. Get this priest out of here. Looks like they're clean on this side except for the evoker. They're trying to run. We're going to chase. You don't want to chase too far and take the bait just in case they want to make a huge push through that front gate. We got somebody off the top, though. Finish off the boomy. We got a little bit of action out here. Surprised they haven't pushed into our base. They're scared. We got the lead right now. Hey, another tree. That's what they're waiting for. Kill players. Tree equals last. Always, right? Take out them players. We have 2 tanks. They can off-tank the tree. We do have at least 1 druid at their base. Probably messing around with their boss, too. That keeps some of them at their base for sure. They'll see their boss is under attack and say, oh, we need to get someone back here. And that will thin out their crowd up here. And then we should be able to do another team wipe on them. That tree, though, that's what they got to use to push with. It's funny, though. We have 3 healers and they have 8. But they need the tree to push. Anti-magic shell on the DK. Let's get on the paladin. No bubble for the pally. Still got pocket heals on him. Mind control the priest back there. Stuff like that. Will you be able to see that kind of stuff in a midnight UI on a unit frame to see what they are casting? If an enemy player is casting mind control on your team. Wow, they just got ported right into us here. Hit that Frost Nova on them. That made a few of them stick around. We got to secure some HKs through all that, though. Otherwise, it was for nothing. Get the healer down. That's 1 healer. Pally's going to be history, too. Yeah. Secure them HKs. We do not have much padding in our lead, so every single point counts at this particular spot in the match. See if we can get the monk down one more time. Yes. Now we got every monk down. Well, there's only 2 now. They had 1 monk leave the match, it looks like. Ancient Inferno has spawned at the ROC. And our boss is under attack. Man, we're getting hit from each way from Sunday. Falling back even further. We got to deal with the tree, too. The boss is safe. Just one of our tanks off-tank the tree, please. Yeah, we do have 2 tanks. One of them's here. Should be okay. We have a rogue that is at the solar sphere, maybe? That's probably where they're at. That dot there on the map is about the only place it could be. Got a couple ported in. Get them down. Port them in. Take them out. Port them in. Take them out. Repeat. That's all you got to do. Now we got their gripper up here. They lost one of their DKs as well, so this is their only gripper. Get this gripper down. Loot the dead-ass body. Send them back to their base. There you go. Focus on Lucian. Another port. Oh, yeah, buddy. Look at all that. Drop the frozen orb. Pop off some AoE. Man, look at all them HKs. 1 mage ice blocked. And we're taking out the healer, too. You gotta love when you get that bonus healer in the port, too. Hey, there's even more ports. Our warlocks are putting in that work overtime, man. Get them healers down. Finish off these pallies. We should be good. 40-57, our lead is increasing. Melee is okay with the AA because of Divine Shield for sure. Yeah, Paladin is probably one of the stronger classes to have AA in Ashran. Not only can they trinket if the Paladin puts them in jail from the enemy team, But they can also use their divine shield and steal away, for sure. Obviously, if you have a priest and a well-timed master spell, it will get rid of the bubble, but the bubble will have already removed the other paladin's jail attempt too, so it will have served its purpose. You just got to make sure you can get away. That's all that matters. We're pulling them in, though. Grip them in, take them out. Grip them in, take them out. They still have a few that are sitting here on the bridge. At this point, are they kind of weak? Yeah, they're down to 28 players. Obviously, there were 7 people in the match that felt like there was no more reason they had to put any more time into this match, and they see that we are going to be the victors. Haha. 30-54. Keep them coming, man. At one point, we just got to push out here, though. Obviously, their whole team is not here, and we stole the AA from them. They basically delivered it to us. The Alliance AA Delivery Service. They've done that to us quite a few times. We'll let them take the last flag, and then the AA will pop. We'll just let them go and grab it, and then as soon as they push in to kill the boss, we'll take them out and steal the AA. Now we're going to start pushing out a little bit. 29 more HKs. There's not even 10 kills right here in our face. We can easily wipe the team that's right here. The rest of them are already running. They're running like roaches with the lights coming on. Finish Mighty Mighty. Down. Looks like we got a Boomy over there. Our AA Paladin is already on the chase. Going all in. Finish off their Gripper. So close. Got him. 20-54. Only 20 more points. Looks like we're going to take out a healer off to the side. We're trying to get those flower buffs. Is that what it was about? Very possible. But they're down. Back to the base. And we're going to push out and just kill the last 16 here. We're going to put our lead at risk, but I feel confident we'll be able to get 15 more HKs before they'll get 50. There's no way a second mage is going to spawn just yet. We've only been in the match 44 minutes. The mages respawn after 1 hour from being taken out, so always be sure to watch some kind of clock, you know. That is one thing that they did take off of the results screen too, right? The match duration time, it's not on the scoreboard anymore. They used to have that on there if my memory serves, right? Or maybe I'm just getting old and forgetful. In any case, it is a number that should be on the screen, and you can get it by several API commands. I'm pretty sure they're not going to be hidden, right? For midnight, to know how long you've been in the match for, that would be kind of crazy to hide some stuff like that, especially if it's just a number you can display. We only need 8 more HKs. Just push on them here. Got stuck in the bubble, the arcane prison. You can't tell what prison is yours still, whether it's a friendly or enemy. They have no way to distinguish that yet. There's just so much wrong with Blizzard's UI in this whole game. I don't know. I've seen several posts where people are talking about it, and they're like, oh yeah, Blizzard's had 20 plus years to make the UI good, so now we expect them to do it in a few months? Yeah. I'm not holding my breath for that one, that's for sure. Plus, you know, before we had like one add-on that did everything. Now it's going to take like 10 add-ons to do a whole bunch of shit. Hopefully somebody gets together and makes an all-in-one. Jazzy with the top killing blows. Tor for the top damage. Liam and Very Thick for the top heals. May all of your random battlegrounds be epic. 1,000 battles, 1,000 victories. Until next time, GG for the Horde.